Morning guys, Dean here again at Builder Spa. We're going to go through our thermoforming process today. I'm just going to show you the moulding process, how it starts, and as it goes through the oven, comes out the oven, and hopefully you find it good. The oven that we're using, it's this one. So it's a 90 kilowatt infrared oven with quartz bulbs. We take a sheet of acrylic, which is actually inside the oven now. It's going to be coming out in a moment, a few minutes. We take a sheet of acrylic, we heat it up for around about 8 or 9 minutes, and it comes out. It's all soft. This mold is lifted up, and it's sucked into the mold, which is then what creates its shape. And as you can see, right around, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of little needle pin holes, which all link into a vacuum system. And that's what gives it its shape. It's coming out in a couple of minutes, so I'll just stay tuned. The actual oven itself, it's heated up to 190 degrees on the top and 180 degrees on the bottom. One of the things that we do is all the bulbs are zoned. So on the top oven and on the bottom oven, there's 6 different zones, and them zones control different temperatures of the acrylic sheet as it's coming out of the oven at different areas. For example, I'll just show you. At the bottom, obviously the draw of the acrylic has to go further, which means that at the bottom of the oven the acrylic's thinner. In which case, in order to control like a nice even thickness right throughout the spar shell, we put different temperatures throughout the oven. It's just actually coming out now. You see, it's coming out now. You can see the nice, we call it a belly, but you can see as it's coming out, the belly right underneath it. I'll see if I can touch it as well before I show you how soft it is. Let's see, just touch it now. All soft. So what's happening now is the mold's lifting up into the shape, and now we get the vacuum. This is what's sucking it down into the final shape. And obviously still at this temperature, it's it's still about 170 degrees Celsius at this time. So it takes about 5 minutes to cool down, but we cool it down with compressed air, feeds through it to cool it down. In about 5 minutes, the mold will drop back down to release it, and then it'll be ready for reinforcement, which is the process we showed you the other day. Just on the acrylic, you can see the 2 layers. So this first layer here is the actual acrylic, and then underneath that's ABS backing. So this here starts at 6 millimeters thick, or 6.4 millimeters, and then at the bottom, which is what we said earlier, that will typically, unless we try and control it within the oven, go down to around about 1 millimeter or less. So that's why the center of the acrylic is heated less. It's heated at a lower temperature, so that when it draws down, it doesn't stretch as much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We only mould a day and a half a week, and the reason behind that is just so that we can produce a week's worth of production capacity in that time. So you can imagine it only takes around 9 minutes turnaround time from the sheet of acrylic going in to actually leaving as a fresh spar shell to go up to fiberglass. Fiberglass, reinforcement. So in a 12-hour working shift, we can actually produce well over 40 spar shells. So we only do it for a day and a half a week, which is why we do it on a Thursday and a Friday, and then typically we'll go into reinforcement. Yeah, so the top of the oven is at 180 degrees, 190, and the underside of it's at 180. It's a little bit cooler. I'm just gonna slow it down. So it's getting. What we're going to do now is I'll show you the process of dropping the mould down. So what he's doing now is gently, slowly but surely dropping the mould. And what we'll do now, normally, is that once I've taken it out, it's nice and hard now. Once I've taken it out, they'll inspect it for any defects or anything inside. But yeah, that's the spar moulding process. Probably one of the most exciting processes. It's a process that never really gets old, to be honest with you. It's the start of someone's lifelong happiness at the end of the day, isn't it, really? So, all right, guys, have a good day. We'll catch up soon.